Oh, where are we? Oh, there's a good light. What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Forgotten Spaces Urbex channel. My name is Ash and today I'm solo exploring somewhere that I actually used to live. We're in Crawley. I say we, it's just me today, in West Sussex. And yeah, as I say, I used to live at this place and you will see my former home very, very shortly. But yeah, if it's the first time you've come to the channel, then don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're interested in more explore videos, then click subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything and it just makes your life a little bit better. Enjoy the explore. Well, some of you might know where this place is if you're local to Crawley. If you don't, this was a little piece of paradise for me. This was my former home. Before that, I worked here for years. I've had my race cars stored here for years. And yeah, this was like part of my upbringing. This is where we are. So, a couple of little different bits to this explore today. There is a house over here which we will be going into. I've seen that there's a smash window over there that I can get through, so we will be going into the house. But for a moment, I'm just going to take you around the yard. This here used to be a massive double garage. After we all left the farm, somebody came and took all of the basically took all of the timber away, or any of the decent timber. So yeah, there was a garage there, and then there was stables here and here. These garages here used to be occupied by someone who'd done car restoration and modification. Some more stables there. Yeah, it was really nice here back in its day. It's an old pig farm. There's a lot of listed buildings here, and let me just take you to two that are definitely listed. So that there used to be a car garage with a couple of my mates who worked out of there, and that building there is listed. And if I understand correctly, so is this building here with the tin roof, and potentially this one here. So there's not a lot the council can do at the moment because everything's listed. So the land itself is owned by West Sussex County Council, and I think what the plan is for them to split the farm into two and build a road through that leads up to a new housing development. As per usual, everything that's beautiful gets destroyed to make way for housing developments, doesn't it? This place really does hold sentimental value to me. This is where I lived for a long time, and my kids grew up here, and we were here all the time, building race cars, riding horses, you know, riding lawnmowers around the car park back there. It was a really good life. One day the council turned up. There was a woman that turned up and knocked on my door, and she was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be living here." I said, "Well, that's funny, I've been here for 4 years and it's never been a problem before." And we got turfed out, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Anyway, on with the explore. Let me show you around. So that was another garage. This whole building here, that was one garage, and Henrik was in there with his door there. See if I can get you inside here. This was another small little workshop that a friend of mine had for a little while, and various other people had it after him, I believe. Well, that door's locked up tight, but this is what we've got in here. I mean, you can see how old this building is. All of the beams are sagging down, pretty much ready to go, I think. Had like a little toilet bit in here. Wow, the demolition crew have definitely been in and messed things up. And then there was a guy who made a recording studio, put it in here. See if I can get you in the window. Well, if I was a bit of a chunkier man, I might be able to get you right in, but I'm not. But yeah, there you go. This was like the DJ booth bit in here, and then there was a sort of, I don't know, just a room in there. Bit of a torch on for you. Yeah, so that was what was in there. I used to have wild parties, as you can see by the AU vodka bottles. Oh wow, there's obviously been a fire in this one. Bloody hell. This was just a little storage shed used by the girls who had their horses here. I didn't actually know this bit had caught fire. That's a shame. And then the same guy who had the recording studio there also had this over here. So he had it set up so there was like a mezzanine floor up here, and this was the staircase up to it, and then it was all kitted out in here. He spent quite a lot of money making it nice so that he could have all his stuff in there, but as you can see, everything's pretty much gone to shit now. Pardon my French. And this is just the crap that ended up being left behind after we all left. And then further up here, this is the old sand school. Spent many an hour riding horses around this sand school here. It's looking a little bit worse for wear now, but yeah, I've got lots of videos and pictures of me and the kids riding horses up and down here. And up here were the stables where the horses used to be. And also there was a small farm here as well, which a couple of the ladies who had horses here had sort of made, and it done really well for a little while, and then like I say, the council turned up, and as the council do, they ruined everything for everyone. They took our little slice of paradise away because they want to build a road. But there you go. So this is what we used to call the top yard. And yeah, now I'll take you over to where I used to live. Let me spin you a yarn. I remember very clearly, I was still living here when me and Andy started the Forgotten Spaces YouTube channel all of those years ago. Maybe 3 years, 4 years, I don't know. And yeah, lockdown. This is where we spent lockdown. And although it looks like a, well, pretty much a state now, during lockdown this place was amazing. Here's the Beaver Queen. That boat has been in there for a long time. If I remember rightly, one year there was a load of baby foxes born in that boat, which is a lovely thing to imagine, isn't it? But perhaps not the mess that they left behind. That old Portaloo, that hasn't been cleaned out for many years. Many years. This old unit in here, I can't quite remember who this belonged to. I know that it used to belong to a guy called Shane, and he used to do vehicle mapping and stuff like that in here. Just a little cupboard. And we actually dug out a massive pit here because at the time he was going to be putting a rolling road in here that unfortunately never came to fruition. So this place did have a new floor at one point. So the next bit I'll show you is actually my old mobile home. It was all bought and paid for. It sat there. I paid my rent, paid my bills, everything else, but apparently that's not good enough for the council. If your name's not on the list, you're not coming in. So yeah, let me take you over to my love shack. So this is my caravan here, my mobile home, my little slice of heaven. It now looks absolutely trashed, but don't forget I still do own this and it's still mine. Oh, but it has seen better days. Wow, big hole in the floor there, carpet's gone, sink's been smashed, windows all smashed. It's covered in mould, but when I was here, this was beautiful. This was my bedroom. In here. Oh, this takes me back. I mean, this is like still some of my stuff, I believe. 72 Ash Miles, the People's Champ. Wow. Brings back memories. I used to love living here. As I say, I used to wake up in the morning. This was my bedroom window. And I'd look outside and there would literally be horses outside my bedroom window trying to wake me up and get me to say hello to them. This was my kids' bedroom, or two of them. Sadly, has seen better days. This was my kitchen. That still is my table. So those of you who have watched the channel for a long time, you will probably notice that this room is the room where we used to film the podcast that we used to do. This was also the place, if you were a fan of our other channel, Pro Pointless, we done the ice cream challenge in there, we done the chili challenge in there. Oh dear, such a shame that my family home has ended up in such disrepair. But as we always say, nature just takes it back. So this unit here, this belonged to a guy called Ben Howes, who, bless him, unfortunately is now passed away. But yeah, he used to, and I don't know what he used to do in here. Mainly I think he just made a mess, as you can see. Such a shame to see it all destroyed the way it is. So I think the only place we've got left is the big house, or the little house I should say. So let's take a wander over there and see what we can see. So yeah, let's see if we can get into the house. So we're in. Got in through this broken window here. And this was the room that I would always come into if I was coming to pay my rent or collect my post or anything like that. And this was the landlord's office at the time. So this is where he done all his office stuff. Lovely piano here. Even sounds like it's still a little bit in tune. So yeah, after everybody left, or the day everyone left, I did actually manage to come in here and just have a quick look around. And so, like, they'd already come in and nicked the copper out of, like, literally all of the copper, and all of the cable had gone, and there was water pissing out of this hole in the floor there, where the water was all coming through. I mean, as you can see, this place is just absolutely beautiful. This was the living room, I know that. Many a time I had to knock on that window there to get the attention of the landlord to come to the back door and let me pay my rent. Love a fireplace on this channel, as you all know. So there's a fireplace for you. Oh, look at that. Absolutely beautiful example. And this place really is as old as it looks. I mean, you can tell by the ridiculously low ceilings. They're probably, what, a little bit taller than me, but not a great deal. And then this. Hello? Hopefully it's just us here. This was the front door that actually was not really used as a front door. And then we've got the kitchen. Again, as I say, the day that we were sort of officially out of here, this place was completely broken into, raided for everything. You can see they took all the copper, all of the cable, pretty much everything. Although they did leave a bit of copper there. What a lovely kitchen this was. So, the floor's moving underneath me, but it's fine. So upstairs we go. Don't know what school that would have been from, but this the surname I recognise as the previous owner's surname. So this is, wow, the 11th of the 11th, 1985. That is crazy. Yeah, so that would have been the landlord, or the previous landlord's daughter, I would imagine, given that the name was Nikki. So, anyone in there? Sorry about the weird camera angles, guys. Again, really low ceiling in here. This is a typical old farm cottage. And you can see just how much destruction has taken place since we all got evicted or kicked out, or whatever you want to call it. And this is all personal stuff, personal belongings of the previous owner and their family. It feels quite weird to be somewhere that I have so much history at, doing an explore video. Yeah, it feels really strange. Oh, someone's wallet or purse here. Looks like there was some old jewellery and stuff as well. I would imagine that this stuff all came out of the loft or somewhere like that. This was the old bathroom. Smashed the sink. Ripped out all of the expensive copper stuff. Threw everything on the floor. Wow. So, I would hazard a guess and say that there potentially might have been somebody sleeping in here, rough. So guys, that's kind of it for the abandoned farmhouse in Crawley. If you've enjoyed the explore, then don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you like exploring videos, click the subscribe button. It's not going to cost you anything. We'll see you in another video. Peace.